everyone, welcome back. And in this video, I'll be giving you some information on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, this is something that we would have studied in software management or in total quality management, in maybe in management subjects also. So, this was a theory that was proposed by Abraham Maslow from the psychological perspective of how a human being is motivated. It's a motivational theory. So, we'll get into this video and see what are the different levels in which the hierarchy is built upon. So basically, there are like 5 levels. Okay, you have the psychological level, then you have the safety, then love and belonging, you have esteem, and also self-actualization. So the idea is this is all the levels of needs in a hierarchy, but only when a person is satisfied and has accomplished, or rather he has fulfilled those needs, only then a human being or a person would want to move to the next level in the hierarchy. So that's how the Maslow had ideated this particular motivational theory. And now let us look at what are the different levels in the hierarchy. So the very first one is the psychological need. So it's the first level in the hierarchy, and it consists of basic human necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing. So imagine a person, a human being, does not have these basic necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing. Okay, and also there is a situation where there is lack of safety, there is lack of belonging, there's lack of esteem and self actualization. When you put all these in front of a human being, the human being always tends to first satisfy their immediate needs, which is the basic necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing. Because if you don't have that, you would not be able to focus on the other. So, always a human being would seek to first satisfy this need of basic necessities, and only then a human being would be motivated to the next stage. So this is about the first level in the hierarchy, which is psychological needs. The next one is safety. So once the basic psychological needs are met, people move to the next level of safety needs. So people and human beings, they would definitely seek for a safe and secure environment. It can be physical, it can be even mentally. Okay, the environment they live in, the locality that they live in should be safe and secure. Also, for their day-to-day needs, for their activities, and for life events, they need to also have some amount of security. Okay, so is all about the second level in the hierarchy. So some of the examples of how a human being or person would want to secure is, you have insurances, you have life insurance, you have health insurances, you have savings. So that's the next level of motivations for a human being. So after you have satisfied the basic needs, you have food, you have shelter, you have clothing, the next one is you would start looking out for some security, whether it's for life, health, or it can be you want to save and keep for the future, not just live on a day-to-day basis, which goes into savings. So this is about the second level in the hierarchy. So now people are motivated to secure and to be in a safe zone. So once they have accomplished this also, now it's the next level of the hierarchy where people are motivated to. So what is next? Now they have something in hand. What next they can look forward to? What next they can work for? So that is love and belonging. So once safety needs are met, a person needs a sense of love and belonging. So it's a feeling of giving and getting back love and care in return. So imagine you have your basic necessities, you have, food, shelter, and clothing in for your basic day-to-day life. And also you have some amount of, savings, you have some security also. So apart from that, if you're not able to, socialize, if you don't have people who are there to interact with you, to give care, to take, to give care, to value you, to love you, there's some sort of a emptiness in a human being. So that's the point of time where people are motivated to, start socializing, building a network. Okay, getting those close circle of friends who you can, interact with, who motivate you back, who value you. It can be, your friend circle, it can be family, it can be any sort of a relationship, but that's what people seek for. So if you see a lack of, this type of love and belonging, this type of a need would lead a person to physical and mental health impacts that causes a lot of, isolation of a particular person, and that would again cause a lot of, mental and physical impacts also. So this is the point of time where people start, building networks, they start socializing, they start to seek for, maybe it can be a life partner. So this is the third level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, so which is love and belonging. The next one is esteem. So once you have that social network also, the first this particular level consists of two, I can say, sections or components. One is, the first involves feeling a feeling of self confidence and feeling good about oneself. Okay, so when you say you have self esteem, one is you feel good about yourself. Okay, you have that confidence. The second one, it's not enough that you feel good about yourself, but you want people also to feel good about you, to have good opinions about you, to, value you. So that's why it's split into two sections. So not, there are certain people who, have a mindset that, oh yes, they have high self esteem, people do like them, but sometimes the reality is their perception might be wrong. So it's always a two way. You should feel good about yourself, and to validate that, people also should feel the same about you. They should also value you. So having a lack of this would definitely lead people, to get into a inferiority complex and also low self esteem. So once a person has, achieved gaining a social circle, the next one that they would want to is to get the valuable feedback from the people. They want to feel valued by the people. So that's the next, motivation a human being would have. So they would always focus on, getting recognition for their achievements, for their contributions, getting positive feedbacks. They would start getting motivated towards that, which is the fourth level of esteem. And if you see in all the, diagrams, only when the previous level has been achieved, that is, the needs have been achieved, only then people would start focusing on the next level. Because imagine you don't have esteem, you don't have love and belonging, you don't have safety, and you don't even have basic food. You without, getting food for that particular day, you would never focus on having a positive self esteem. You would never want to, since you don't have the necessities of, getting the food for that particular day, you would not even focus on security and savings. So that's how it works. And the last level is self actualization. So once you have got, good opinions from other people, you have a high self esteem, the last stage is when you start reflecting on your own and see whether you are living the life that you wanted to live, whether you are satisfied, whether you are fulfilled, and whether you are happy about the stage of life which you are in currently. That's the stage of self actualization. When you realize that your life that you have lived is worthwhile and you have a sense of fulfillment. Okay, and it does not mean that it's, the same for every person. It varies from person to person. One person might have a different, concept of self realization. They might feel that when they, satisfy all the needs, and when they have, accomplished all that, is when they reach their self actualization. Some people might have a particular, motive in life. They might want to, create a very big impact, and only when they do that, they would feel that they have really reached that fulfillment in life, that they have accomplished what they wanted to do. So it varies from person to person. And this particular, level, which is of self actualization, it's not that everyone will reach this particular stage. Some people, they feel satisfied, they don't want to, go to that level to to, reflect back and see whether they are actually fulfilled in life, whether they have actually accomplished things in life. So It varies from person to person, and it does not actually, not every person reaches this particular stage. So this is the last stage of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So I hope that you got a little bit information and understanding of what are the different stages and levels in Maslow's hierarchy, and how a person is motivated to the next level only after, being able to accomplish the basic needs that they are, the level that they are currently in. So that's how human beings get motivated, which is from a psychological aspect. So if you found this helpful and useful, please do give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel, and also do share your feedbacks. Thank you.